Good morning, Terabytes. This is your newscast for Thursday, February 17th, 2022. My name is Maddie, and this is NewsBYTEs.
Welcome to NewsBYTEs Middle School Edition. My name is Maya. Let's start off our broadcast this week with Ms. Brower and our weekly message.
Good morning, New Code Middle. It's Miss Brower. I'm coming to you from my closet. You believe me? Look. Serious. Why are you sitting in your closet, Miss Brower? What terrible things have happened to drive you to this? Nothing terrible, actually. I just really like how quiet it is and how nobody can find me and ask me questions. So, what I wanted to talk to you about is one tiny habit that can help with online learning, okay? If right now you are trying to do your learning in a space that's noisy or crowded, like lots of people walking in and out, I challenge you to try to find a quiet little space. Try it for one day and see if anything feels easier or different for you, okay? So that's my challenge to you. Keep up the good work. Have a great long weekend, and we will see you back here on Tuesday.
Thank you, Ms. Brower. Also, Jerome would like to share more information about track and field.
Hey, New Code Academy Terabytes, Mr. Giroux. I have a couple things in the news, I'm starting to get on here a little more often. This one is to tell you that you have this amazing opportunity to join one another and participate in a sport here at New Code Academy. And that would be track and field, which comes up here in the spring. We start on April 11th, which means you can register now. But here's the thing. If you want to register for a sport, we need to make sure you're healthy enough to register for a sport. So you need a physical. That is a physical from a doctor. Okay? And they make sure and sign off paperwork saying that you're healthy enough to participate in the sport. Once we have that at like one of your schools, either Valley View Middle, Oak Grove Middle, or Olson Middle, the nurses put it in the system and then you can register. Okay. Talk to me if you have any questions about that, but I can help you out too. So let me show you how to register for this amazing track and field. That way you can join us in running. It is found in going to schools, and then you can pick your school. So we're going to either have you go through Oak Grove and practice there, or Olson Middle School or practice there, or Valley View Middle School and practice there. I'm going to pick Oak Grove. I'm just familiar with the website. All right. Once you're there, just scroll down a little bit. There is a menu on the left side that says activities and athletics. You click on it. And then there's a space here for the sports physicals. Here's a form that your doctor needs to fill out. You can do that right there. And there's some places that we offer free. That's right. Free sports physicals. And then there's also a button for registration. Okay. So, clicking on registration, it brings you to, the place where it's like, here's some instructions right there. You need to have your physical done before you can finalize it, but you can check out the instructions. You can read them, actually have your parents do that probably. And then the other thing there is the register now button. You can click on that and this brings you to another software program. Your parents will need to log you in and they can register you to be part of track and field for the spring. There is also a little bit more information here. If you go to that activities and athletics page and hit on athletics, you can get track and field information like when we practice, how often we practice, who the coaches are. So you'll see I'm right here. And then there's even our schedule too as well. So you can see when the meets occur. Any questions, definitely chat me. Or send me an email or a Canvas email, whatever you need to do. But I am willing to help. It's a great opportunity for you guys. We hang out outside. We practice hard. We participate. We compete. It's just a good experience. And it's a great way for you to get to know each other outside of a digital classroom. So hope to see you there. Sign up for track.
Thank you again, Mr. Giroux. Now on to Rory to find out what is happening with our weather.
Hey Terabytes, it's Rory back with this week's weather. Today's date is Thursday, February 17th. The high will be 12 and the low will be 0. The highs will be in the 20s for most of the week. Sunday is going to be your warm day this week, so get out your shorts and sunglasses. It probably won't be warm enough to go swimming though. If the forecast can be believed, from Monday through Wednesday we might get about 14 inches of snow. Don't count on a snow day. NCA is an online school. Come on, people. That's all for this week's weather. Adios.
Thank you, Rory. The days are getting longer. The weather is hopefully going to stay above 0. Maybe that means spring will be here soon.
I'm not breaking out my spring clothes just yet. With February and March in Minnesota, you never know what to expect. Next up, we have Mr. Cannon with the Weird World News.
Hello and welcome to Weird World News. I'm Mr. Cannon. Our story today comes to you from Palu, Indonesia, where a wild crocodile has been freed by a birdwatcher. So in January of this year, a 35-year-old birdcatcher and trader named Tilly, who had moved recently to Palu, had heard about a famous crocodile who was kind of having an issue and decided to do something. Well, this female crocodile, about 14.8 feet long, had a motorcycle tire stuck around its neck. So Tilly, again a bird catcher, decided to do something about it. She was able to capture the crocodile and free it from the tire that had been getting tighter and tighter around its neck, threatening to strangle or choke the crocodile. So Tilly is now a local hero in Palu, Indonesia, because she saved the local celebrity crocodile from a terrible fate. So that's it for our Weird World News this week. I'm Mr. Cannon. We'll see you next time.
Thank you, Mr. Cannon. Wow, that seems like a lot of work to save one crocodile. After that story, maybe it's time to retire Mr. Cannon.
I wonder if they reused the rubber from the tire to make a pair of Crocs. And with that, let's go to But Seriously with Duncan.
Welcome back, Terabytes. Hope you're ready for more world news. Russian President Vladimir Putin stated on Tuesday that he welcomed security talks with the West and that the Russian military reported pulling back some of its forces along the Ukrainian border, but U.S. President Joe Biden said that this claim has not been verified. Putin has repeatedly claimed that he wishes to avoid war and would rely on negotiations as he reasserts his demand that the West prevent Ukraine from joining NATO, but did not commit to a full pullback of military forces. Biden promised that he would continue to give diplomacy a chance to prevent a Russian invasion, but remained skeptical of Russia's intentions. In the last year, the drought facing the American West has deepened so much as to be the driest the region has been in at least 1,200 years. A dramatic drying in 2021, one of the driest years in recorded history for the area, lengthened the 22-year drought past the old record holder in the late 1500s, according to a study published on Monday in the journal Nature Climate Change. The study analyzed soil moisture levels in the West using modern measurements and tree ring estimates that go back to the year 800. The farthest back those estimates can be reliably used. Tech entrepreneur Jared Isaacman announced on Monday that he would be launching a private spaceflight from NASA's Kennedy Space Center, along with 2 SpaceX engineers and a former Air Force pilot. Isaacman launched his own SpaceX flight last year and is aiming for a higher orbit and a chance for a spacewalk. The 4 will blast off in a Falcon rocket no earlier than November and will orbit the Earth for up to 5 days at a height higher than any Dragon capsule has gone before. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Duncan. On to Sports Bites. Caleb, how are we doing at the Olympics?
And Caleb, how did the Super Bowl turn out?
Hey, sports fans! Caleb here with the newest edition of Sports Bites! We are going to start off at the Super Bowl. The winning team is the Los Angeles Rams. Congratulations, Rams fans. The last and final score of the game went to the Los Angeles Rams. Matthew Stafford threw a wonderful pass to Cooper Kupp to score a touchdown. On the last attempt to score for the Bengals, it was 4th and 1, but Aaron Donald got into the backfield to cause a sack and a turnover. Then the Rams were able to kneel and end the game. After the game, Cooper Kupp was named MVP of Super Bowl 56. Next, we are off to the Winter Olympics in Beijing. Minnesota is tied for second place along with Colorado when it comes to sending the most athletes to Beijing. Dakota County in Minnesota has more Winter Olympians than 38 of the 91 nations participating in the 2022 Winter Olympics. Chloe Kim, a USA snowboard halfpipe athlete, became the first woman to win back-to-back golds in the Olympic snowboard halfpipe. Shaun White gets 4th place in his last ever Winter Olympics in the snowboard halfpipe. Nathan Chen lands 5 quads to win the gold medal. During the lamp curling competition, John Schuster and his team lost against Italy with a score of 10-4. After the Wednesday draw, John Schuster and his team sit in the 4th and final playoff spot with a record of 4-4. They have to win against Denmark in order to be in the medal rounds. A lot is on the line for the men's curling team. At the time of recording, the USA is in 3rd place with 8 gold, 7 silver, and 4 bronze, making a total of 19 medals. That is it for sports. See you next time.
Thank you, Caleb. We have been pretty busy lately with the Super Bowl over and the Olympics wrapping up. We are going to have so much free time.
Thanks for all your work these last couple of weeks. I bet it wasn't easy putting together all that information. Let's check in with Abby to see how we were doing with our school challenge.
Welcome back to our school challenge. This month we are asking New Code Academy and New Code Elementary to help bring awareness and raise money for LLS. So after 2 weeks, let's take a look at our progress so far. On material pickup day, we raised about $75 for LLS. And looking at our online donations, we have raised, as a school, $60 for a total of $135 so far. We have received a couple of whipped cream challenge videos as well. Let's take a look. Now, for the not so good news. Our goal is to raise $1,000 for LLS by the end of the fundraiser, so we have quite a ways to go. Remember, there are 2 ways to help. You can make an online donation, link below. Even $1 makes a difference to a child with cancer. 2, record yourself and anyone else who would like to join in doing the whipped cream challenge. These videos spread awareness to the cause. When people see us doing videos, then see the link to the cause, they are more likely to join and help us. Remember, you can email your videos to rcanon@isd271.org or record them using Dad Jokes with Don link under your Canvas launch homepage. New Code Academy, you have been challenged to make a difference in life of someone fighting blood cancer. This is your chance to help. See you next week.
Thank you, Abby. It looks like at this point, Mr. Dro is safe from doing the whipped cream challenge.
Unless we can raise another $115 and another $365 for Mr. Cannon to take a whipped cream pie to the face. Come on, New Code Academy, that's what I really want to see.
Finally, let's end our show this week with Dad Jokes with Don.
Hey, did you hear the one about the chicken that walked into the public library, marched right up to the desk and said, "Book, book, book, book"? So the librarian handed the bird a book. The chicken accepted it and walked out. 10 minutes later, the chicken returned, threw the book on the desk, and said, "Book, book, book, book." Once again, the librarian handed the chicken a book. The chicken accepted it and left. 10 minutes later, the chicken was back again. It marched up to the librarian, threw the book on the desk, and said, "Book, book, book, book." The librarian handed the chicken a third book, but this time decided to follow the bird. She watched the chicken hurry down the street and stop at the pond where there was a frog sitting on a lily pad. The chicken showed the book to the frog, but the frog shook his head and said, "Read it, read it, read it, read it."
Thanks, Don, and happy birthday!
Well, that's it for News Bites this week. Have a great week and take a bite out of learning.
Bye!
Hello. Welcome back to our school challenge. What are you doing? Bye.